Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are carrying on. A little bit of a brief opening. If you haven't seen how this stone got to this point, or the backstory behind it, I advise you to have a look at part 1. I'll link it up the top here somewhere. So, this is just a stone that was found by a young kid who was on a road trip while he was at Coober Pedy, had a quick little rummage through some dirt, and grabbed a whole bag of opal. This is one of the pieces. I said I'd work on it for him, and have a look at how it's going. It's quite an amazing piece. So for a quick 30-minute noodle, to find something like this, you are absolutely over the moon. So what we're going to do in this part 2, is we're going to go to our good old trusty Nova Bits and diamond grit. So we're just going to use the 350 diamond sintered diamond bit here, just to even out those edges and just get it nice and ready for the Nova tips, so I don't cut any jagged pieces with the Novas. 280 black Nova, 600 brown Nova, 1200 grey Nova, and then the 3000 rose Nova. So we'll get through those, and then we'll jump into some Cerium Oxide, because I want to get this piece done as quickly as possible and as best as I can, since it's not my opal, and I want this to be a good first stone for someone that has very little experience in opal. We'll get him addicted to it, and before you know it, he'll be 10 times better than me at carving opal by the time he gets to my ripe old age of 28. Those edges, sharp edges, we don't like them with our Nova tips, so we're going to get rid of those. There's a second tiny little colour bar here. I thought about cutting all the way through, but I think this colour bar is a little bit too thin. I didn't see this potch line through here before I took off the edge. Though you can see, at certain angles it does disappear. We might have a little bit more of a play there with the sintered diamond, but most likely we'll just leave it as is and try to keep as many carats, and yeah, see if we can finish off a nice stone for him. So let's dive straight into it. ladies and gentlemen, we're done, and I don't want to hold it up any further. Let's just have a quick look at it, and then I'm going to weigh it up, and then we'll have a look at it a lot closer with the macro lens. So 3, 2, 1. Wow. I mean, what the hell? It's gotten even better after the novas and the polish. I've given it a good shine. Oh, left some fingerprints on it for now though. Given it a good shine, and I mean, don't have to try too hard to get a nice opal out of this. Look at the material. So let's just quickly weigh it, and then I'll get the macro lens so we can all have a closer look at it. It was a bit over 3 carats to begin with, and alright, so we've cut off about 2 carats. And I reckon if it was my opal, I would probably be cutting it slightly differently and getting a ring stone out of it. The back you would have noticed I ignored with the novas after the first black, so we've played around with it a bit, and I could get through this potch. So this little second colour bar here, the green one, just sits in a tiny little pocket up the top there, so I carved away anywhere where it wasn't, and you can see that this red-blue does start coming through. So if it was my stone, I probably would cut to that bar there, because there's actually 3 bars. There's a little bit of a divide just over here as well. But this is it's a fantastic piece, and you'll notice that it's body tone as well. It's up there at about an N4. So it's a fairly dark base, Coober Pedy. And I'm stumbling over my words just looking at it. This thing in just full sunlight too is just incredible. So let's dive over to the macro lens and we can have an even closer look at it, because this thing needs all the attention it can get. Here we are with the macro lens on it, and look at that. Look at the pattern, look at the coverage. It's a non-directional stone. It's got absolutely everything. And my phone, remember, the camera doesn't pick up a lot of the red. So the fact that you can see any red in here, you can just imagine what it's like in person. The red just absolutely takes over the stone. So it's quite amazing. Just got to keep it in focus. But I mean, I'm hoping I'm not setting this kid up to fail because of the unrealistic expectations. I'll make sure he knows for sure that this is not your standard noodling find. This is right up there. Such a high quality piece to find just rummaging in dirt. I mean, come on. That's insane. I'm sure he'll be very keen to head back out there again and try his luck. If he can snag this each time he goes out, he will be the world's luckiest human, because that is incredible. This young man has got a gift. I reckon there'd be a few miners out in Coober Pedy that would pay for his services, even if it's just as a good luck charm. I reckon you send him down a tunnel and see what he comes back with, because if you can find this just in a pile of dirt, imagine what he would find if he was actually digging it up. My god. Oh well. This is stone number 1, nice and finished. I'll hand it over to him and see what he thinks, because it looks even better in person than it does on camera, and it looks damn good on camera. So this is quite something. And I hope he likes it. We'll soon find out. But how can you not like it? This thing is an incredible piece, and I don't think he'll have another piece in his collection that beats this for quite some time, I reckon. We'll have to decide what to do with it from here, because this is definitely something that's worthy of being set. I reckon, just like I mentioned before, cut this a little bit. I reckon we sacrifice that tiny little bar there. Might even be able to slice it off with a thin enough blade and just set this into a nice little ringstone. It's not all that small. It is still over a carat, so it's quite an adequate size for a ringstone. Just give it a little bit more of a shaping, make it a nice triangle, and then bam, set that in gold. This one is definitely worthy of being set in gold, so it'd look absolutely amazing. Oh, I wish it was mine. It's going to be tough to say goodbye to it. But on that note, I'll say goodbye to all of you until the next video. I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing in it, so I can't give you a preview, but I guess you'll see in a few days. So, see you then.